Okay, things are going. Setting up my deployment, and basically I plan on putting Storm Rager on the Mage Hunter Assassin so she can go hunt down a Rattler, and I need to have my Manicore get a sail because I want him to be able to threaten a Skin and Moans and get those matchups. Plan 1 is turn 1 is just going to be run up as fast as I can. Looks like it's you now.
Yep. I think you're explaining how your guys work.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about Alara 1 has Manicore number 2, so Brad knows which Manicore is on Alara.
Yeah, I don't. I don't.
It doesn't matter. You killed that Manicore so fast. Oh no, spoiler. What have I done?
So basically, it's Grymkin. Let's throw the death nail in the middle, throw some squishies to one side, and I pretty much just favor the forest. I stay away from all of his shooting the best I can. Yeah, you seem really scared of Rattlers. The whole game. So Rattler, what's the threat range?
It just needs to get to one model. So that's a tricky question you got there.
Yeah, it's true.
What is it though? 10 inches, speed 6, charges 3, 1 inch melee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know you got some weird things like Bizzlegate and that you can bump things and you can create your own path if you really need to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of work, but yeah. I've got a lot of squishy models.
Oh yeah, my Arcana, you'd think I'd remember the names by now, but I still don't. It's the -2 speed, and the one where you throw out the...
It's like a Discord is, you can place the terrain feature on a model, and then Labyrinth is the one for -2 speed.
So this is the guy that doesn't play Grymkin that remembers the names of these, so yeah.
I sit on a toilet a lot and read a lot of cards. Irritating to my coworkers who also want to poop.
Poor porta potties.
I know. So one thing that's really going to screw me in this game, and you can kind of watch it develop, is the two houses that are in the middle of the map and also towards the bottom of the screen. It's a choke point. And right here, before I do my advanced deployment, I had the chance to not get screwed in that choke point. But instead, I put all my mage hunters that are advanced deployed over there, so I'm overcommitting 2 units to that zone, and all they have to do over there is kill Dreadrots. It's way too much of an overcommitment, and I pay for it throughout the entire game when I could have jamming models or just things to get in the way and put in a good charge or two. Not that these POW 11 charges do much against Armor 21s, but hey, you know what? It all adds up, especially considering that I'm dice off 1 for most of my heavy attacks, which is not a good place to be.
Rattlers.
I know.
Rattlers.
I actually felt good about the way the Rattlers worked out for me. One of them just had nothing to eat, and the other one just ate a Mage Hunter Assassin after it took a little bit out of her. Ah, dang it, I'm foreshadowing again. Giving everything away. Stupid spoilers. Yeah.
So,
lots of hand motions.
Right, you're strangling something there, and...
Wow, I'm an exciting player to watch. I don't even know sign language, and that's... I'm also a boring player to watch. I don't do anything. Oh, here we go. Something's happening.
No, you changed your mind.
Yep.
What were you doing?
I don't know. I think I'm powering up, maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I could see what my clock's doing. My clock's going down. I can see it going down. Okay, I cast Storm Rager on that Mage Hunter Assassin, and I'm positioning her, so that she can threaten both Rattlers if you move them up. Thryon is the one. He charged forward, and he put a sail on the Manicore that's a little bit below him, which is tied to Alara 1. Now I'm running up a whole bunch of Mage Hunter Strike Force, and I'm doing that mistake I talked about. I'm putting tons of stuff in between those two houses, which are going to basically do nothing for most of the game.
Foreshadowing.
I know. Well, at this point, you can kind of see the train wreck coming. It's like, yeah.
No, you totally out-threaded me here.
Yeah.
Bringing them up that fast and that hard. I mean, I played Crix, and I still was a little shocked there.
Oh, this is my Crix drop. This list loves Crix. It loves everything except for Coven, which apparently are a thing now and good. Ugh. Yeah. Let's see. So that's pretty much the end of my...
I gotta play now. Do I walk around like I know what I'm doing?
Whoa, he moved something that fast, that early?
I apparated, okay? I'm happy. That's like the first time I actually remembered.
I forgot my apparitions for Alara 1.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't use it. More foreshadowing, but I didn't use it the whole game.
Nice. So yeah, just gotta get the Cage Rager up. Gotta get my Arc Node going. I'm doing the Dark Menagerie, so yeah, beast heavy. That's all I can do. So I'm throwing out the man. I wish I remember the names of this stuff. The cloud.
It's the Artifice of Deviation, and it gives cover and rough terrain.
Yep.
And enemies treated as rough terrain.
Enemies treated as rough terrain.
Yeah.
So, granted, he has all this Pathfinder throughout the world. I'm still just doing it for muscle memory right now. So I'm sitting there acting like I know what I'm doing, twiddling my thumbs, trying to remember how to use people. What am I doing? Look at that.
You're looking at my 10.5 threat range going, oh, that kind of sucks.
Right.
But then you're like, oh, wait, a Cage Rager doesn't care.
Oh, I'll put a Skin and Bones in there. Let's put the Hound.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just trying to put things up and jam myself. I feel like I did a good job.
Well, I didn't really get a whole lot, so I'd say, yeah, you did a good job.
So, for the record, we kind of dojoed a little of this, so he was helping me with my placement and just paying attention a little harder.
Yeah, there was the Rattler is the preferred target for the Mage Hunter Assassin, since she can kind of blow it up with Storm Rager and Decapitation. So he moved that Rattler just a little bit up above the forest, so I no longer have line of sight, which means I won't be able to charge, and which means I'll be losing a dice, which isn't worth Mage Hunter Assassin's life.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
It wouldn't have done enough.
But it'd make me happy.
Yeah. Okay, it's worth it to you.
So, as you can see, I'm packing myself even tighter. Well done, well done. I feel like I'm doing the Mighty Ducks thing, just flying V'ing at you.
So it's my turn, and I decide that it's hard to commit to Grymkin, because if I pop feet and go in, everything's going to get knocked down, and I'm not going to get full use out of my sidesteps, because my feat is I get additional dice to hit, and I get sidesteps. And all my 2-hit melee infantry can just munch all those Dreadrots and murder their world. But the problem is, then he'll pop his Trump Arcana, all fall down right in the middle of it, and I won't get any of the sidesteps, and I'll be screwed. So instead I decide to take off little chunks at a time and start pulling things down safely so that the Arcana don't have as big of an effect on me. Because if he does pop it, I'm not committed. I haven't popped my feet, and I can just back up and play the game a little bit safer. There's not a whole lot of pressure on me right now. I have decent command of the zones, and I can score a little bit. Right now...
So hindsight, looking at this again... Do you feel like you would have been better if you just want to gun-ho into it with just a couple of units, pop feet, and just let it happen? I mean, I don't have many Dreadrots. I don't physically have enough attacks. It's only the Rattler. The only thing.
If I had popped feet, I just would have killed all the Dreadrots, and it's not worth it to me. Needing 7s to hit on the Skin and Bones is actually what I intended. Either Assassination on Dreamer if you gave me sidestep potential, which you could always just ruin with... your feet anyways, because I'd probably charge in on a Crabbit and kill it, and then you'd pop feet and knock it down or something like that, which I didn't understand. It would be the next thing I killed that would knock it down.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that.
So when I flashed that card, I was using one of my Arcana, put a 4-inch Acid Bath kind of up at the top by my Gorehound, if you can see it. I'm trying to make basically a little fort. I feel safe, you know. No boys allowed. That's what we're doing here.
They will corrode and die. What I wish I had done is I liked that I shot these Dreadrots with my Mage Hunter Strike Force. I felt like that was a pretty good move. I like the infiltrators should not have just kept packing into there, though. They should have run back behind my army and gone and joined the rest of my army, because that's where they would have been useful. I made the mistake of just overcommitting too much. I'm using the dice to mark who shot and who hasn't. There are a couple. I think there's one tough roll here.
Yeah, I think I only got one out of like 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah. The Griffin is positioned there to threaten the Rattler. And it looks like Mage Hunter Assassin already went in. She went in on a Rattler and did, I think it was like 8 or 10 points of damage to the Rattler.
No, you dropped me to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you slapped him silly.
And I wanted to get that damage on there early. 1, so I can put Storm Rager on Thryon, and 2, just so I can get some early damage and shoot it down with maybe Eris or a Mana Core later on in the game. And then once that Rattler's out, my Mage Hunter Strike Force is free to move pretty freely over there, besides the Skin and Bones. But if they go in on them, I'm happy.
So I think you're putting cover and fire down.
Yep.
So many tokens in this game.
I know.
But yours are pretty.
Future Connor's so disappointed with past Connor right now. Just pack all those infiltrators in there. Yeah. What an idiot.
Yeah, I was thrilled you're just slowly picking off my Dread Rot. Just give me all my corpses, let me slowly feed what I need to.
It's like, hey Connor, they're only 12 points. Yeah, how many points are they tying up over there? 16 plus 13, what? That's 29 points to kill 12 points of models over a couple of turns? Yuck. And there's a Griffin over there, another 8 points.
Hey, don't worry, there was a free Gremlin Swarm over there too.
Yeah, I put magical weapons on the infiltrators because I didn't want to pop Spell Piercer. I actually put Storm Rager back onto Thryon. Whoopee, because that's really hard at a 3 cost to get on him later in the game. Infiltrators went in and they killed a Gremlin Swarm. And those guys are annoying. Even though I have access to Spell Piercer and magic weapons, Spell Piercer is in my control range, and it's pretty easy to contest zones and be out of my control range to the point where it dictates where Thryon has to move to use it. So being able to get rid of one of them now, it reduces heartache in the future and issues.
It was free. I think.
They're so good.
So it looks like I was apparating everything around. The Skin and Bones had Mirage on him, so he came up. Not quite sure what we're looking at. Some kind of line of sight issue.
Oh, yeah, you want to get the back arc on the Mage Hunter Assassin.
Oh, yeah.
Since she's a 15, if you can nail her in the back, it's nicey.
There wasn't that many misses in this entire game.
No, not really.
No, I take that back. Right at the end, you were just swinging like a champ. Those Dread Rots were loving life.
Well, you have Manifest Destiny, and that's a great dice fixer. And I had Feed and Boosting and Gang to help me out in most places for dice fixers. Also, there was also a lot of annoyance, literally the rule annoyance, messing up my dice a little bit.
So basically, I'm trying to figure out how to kill the little assassin chick that slapped my Rattler insanely hard. And I realize I'm not going to be able to go gung-ho. You're too tanked up. I'm a little worried with having all your Griffins on the flanks and having Manticore?
Yep. Two Mana Cores.
2 Mana Cores is sitting there, and then a super melee caster. So I figure, hey, let's just go at this slow. Let's just actually use my Arcana this time.
You do, and you do a good job.
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of pointing. Basically, I'm asking threat ranges, making sure we can actually get there. And then eventually, when I realize I don't have a plan, I just start running things up.
You do get a charge, and you hose that Strike Force dude that's down there.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy walks into the back and smacks Mage Hunter Assassin. I think you missed, though.
Yeah, I missed the first one. Missed the second one, so then the Rattler's like, I'm going to get some more revenge.
Oh, yeah.
So, Manifest Destiny is like the first thing I'm always doing with my Dreamer. She is definitely fixing all my issues.
I just saw the 1-inch overtake. That means Mage Hunter Assassin died.
Yeah.
She is no more. I just saw a corpse. I know where she went.
Come find her.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm inching him up. Oh, yeah, look, we're good.
Yeah.
Skin and Bones, he's getting ready. He is really far back for me.
Yeah. What I'm hoping there in that middle of the table is I'm outnumbered 3 heavies to 2, and you have, I would say, more quality heavies than mine as far as melee goes, with the corpses and the defense and the melee damage and the armor. And what I'm hoping for is that I can swing things so that Thryon can get involved and start leveling the playing field, because he can one round the heavies on his own without too much trouble, I think. We'll see some later.
So does it ever cross your mind that when you play against Grymkin, take the death knell out first?
Oh, it's too hard to get.
All right, okay. Touche.
The things that I have, it's not, if I had good guns, and I mean good guns, I can maybe kill it after, I kill your first wave of Krabbits. So, like turn 3 or 4.
Speaking of Krabbits, my Krabbits were rocking it in this game.
Yeah.
They were just hopping around, eating people left and right, clearing up little paths. I'm actually finally using countercharge on a Rattler.
Mm-hmm.
Put that up for the first time.
And it's relevant because it stops me from doing a sidestep into Dreamer, or putting a Mana Core into a Skin and Moans, because he can countercharge and block my path where I would sidestep to.
Hear that? I did a thing and it was good.
It was good.
So, yeah. Here comes more fun.
Mm-hmm. This is where I'm debating that going in there with a Mana Core, using the Krabbits as a stepping stone to get to the Cage Rager that's in the middle and try and kill the Cage Rager. I don't think the dice would have allowed me to kill it anyways at Armor 21, but knowing that there's a countercharging beast there that could get in my way and hit me, it wasn't going to happen. So instead I do something stupid, and more on that when I do it. We're talking about all that right now.
I think I tried to talk you into doing your feet like every turn. Come on, it's okay, nothing bad will happen. Just commit.
It was fun playing around the Arcana, thinking of what you could do with them. It was nice to see that little acid pool out there already, because it's like, okay, that's there, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, it's there. It is kind of a little bit of a problem. I kind of have to play around it on that flank, going around that forest the whole time.
Yeah, I definitely felt safe over there.
Yeah, but All Fall Down and Labyrinth are still up, and those are both very big problems.
I think I do All Fall Down on this turn.
I think so too. Yeah, because I had a lot of knockdown crap right where those Dreadrots are standing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly you learn that it's not in her control range.
Yeah.
It's the table.
I know. Yeah.
But in truth, I mean, is it even this turn, or are we just being dumb and saying it too early?
No, it's this turn, because you've got that Gorehound up there, and I'm going to send the Mana Core out to get it and trigger. No, he doesn't trigger All Fall Down, but something else does.
No, it's one of these little guys over by the acid pool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you kill my bunny.
Right now, I'm setting things up because I want Mana Core still to be in control range of Thyron's resting position, and I want Thyron to be a little bit farther forward, so just moving things around, charging stuff. I charge a Glimmer Imp because they're really mean and they have spoons.
That's what it is. You killed the Glimmer Imp, and
that's what triggers All Fall Down.
It made me happier than you can imagine.
I was happy killing a Glimmer Imp.
He was free. No, I don't think he was free. I'm lying.
He could have been free, though.
I'm lying. It was the bunnies and the 2 Glimmer Imps. Or not Glimmers, the swarms.
Is this going to be a thing every time I kill something of yours? You're going to be like, it was free.
See, yeah, Skin and Bones is free.
It was free.
Take away your joy.
Grymkin, everything's free. Join now.
It's free to join.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm showing you the card. This is about the point where I'm even thinking that you don't know this entire table, because you seem very excited. Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm whacking on a Skin and Moans with some infiltrators. I was rolling the dice fast because I didn't expect anything good to come out of it, but I felt like rolling them anyways in case,
You did like 3 damage.
Yeah. Double sixes happen every now and then if you roll enough dice. Like 7% of the time or whatever it is. Mana Core is going to go kill the Gorehound because I think I can do it without any repercussions. I measure it out. so that where he lands, if you do Abysmal Gate, he'll get stopped right behind those infiltrators and be out of your range. Infiltrators are there literally to be roadblocks for Abysmal Gate.
They're delicious.
Oh yeah. Grymkin's favorite food. Elvish infiltrators.
People. Soylent Green.
People with small knives. Pointy ears.
Well, yeah, small knives. They bring their own dinner knives. So I think this is the point where you realize this is not going to work out very well for you.
Yep, that Manticore got knocked down way over there in the corner. Sad.
That's where he belongs.
Just scooting some things around. Here's that stupid thing I was telling you about. Manticore goes up and he shoots the Rattler. I want the Rattler dead. I don't know why I was so obsessed with it. Probably because I knew I was going to send in the infiltrators on the right and he would just munch them all. And most of them would be knocked down, and that's like their best thing is their defense. So Manticore shoots it, but I'm in threat range of the Skin and Moans, which starts the peace trade very poorly in my favor.
I don't think you really realized it, though.
No, I didn't realize it, but I should. That is definitely something I should have checked and measured out and made sure of. Because I have no room for error in the heavy peace trading, and shooting a Rattler. Who cares if I lose 10 infiltrators? Losing my heavy is worth way more than them in this matchup. Yeah. If the Rattler had gone in and eaten the infiltrators and Manticore lived, I would have been in a better position than what happens next turn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 yeah. I can't help myself from spoiling everything at this point.
So I just keep measuring stuff, trying to plan ahead, and that doesn't work. I start getting all cocky, thinking, oh, dude, I can get an assassination next turn, don't worry. I even tell you this. You're like, what?
Yeah.
And then we both realize, no, I'm full of crap.
But it's really close. There's one model that can't be removed that needs in complete. I only have him there because he scores a flag. It's luck. I didn't put him there with any intention of stopping an assassination. So keys to the would-be assassination is he can send the Skin and Moans in to kill Manticore. Manticore will then become the large Phantasm, which has Bulldoze, which can go behind Thryon, push Thryon closer. And then the other Skin and Moans can Pathfinder up and go in and smack on Thryon a bunch, who's on a 1 camp.
You had that one solo right behind him, just lucked right out.
Yeah, because Narn's right there. The Phantasm can't get through Narn to get to Thryon to push him. There's not enough movement.
And for some reason, in my head, you can place them within 5 inches of the model you kill. No, that's not true. You place it.
Is that something like Wanderer does with like Crossroads tokens, or?
So you throw those within 6 inches of them.
Never mind.
So there's too many models. I'm jumping between too many casters anymore.
Oh, apparently it's still my turn, and infiltrators are killing Dreadrots and getting knocked down.
No. Oh yeah, you're getting knocked down and they're just running away.
Yeah. And I ignore tough and remove from play, so that's actually a relevant feature when killing Dreadrots.
So I want to point out, at this point, you've overflowed my cart. I have corpses everywhere.
So even though I'm removing from play, you're drowning in corpses. Who cares?
Skin and Moans, they're all tanked up, except for one. Apparently, I didn't move one over to it. The Cage Rager's all tanked up. I'm literally drowning in corpses. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that'll be a thing this game. Lots of corpses.
Delicious. Just the way Mama used to make.
Corpse soup? Oh, yeah. Got me up in the morning.
What are we doing? Oh, we're trying to see if I can apparate and get any closer to make this actually a real thing.
Yep. I intentionally he has Mirage on that Skin and Moans up there, so I put in 2 infiltrators with a charge, not really intending to do much damage. I think, like you said, it did 3 damage. But the key was I stopped the apparition, which means I can move my heavies a little bit farther forward without worry of you apparitioning forward and wailing on them.
He just wants to hug.
Yeah, Krabbit is coming in, killing some infiltrators. He likes eating them. Just has to boost to hit.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that. It just seemed like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like it was trampled forward.
I think you ended up trampling anyways.
Oh, yeah, to get over that one guy. So I literally just wasted a bunny. Well,
I just threw infiltrators everywhere, and You went stompy stompy.
Is that like insult to injury for an infiltrator? You were killed by a rabbit?
A little bit.
I mean, unless you're Monty Python, I mean, that rabbit was the shit.
Well, they're supposed to be highly trained, work in the shadows, amazing, elvish, skilled, and high defensive and everything. And here comes a fucking rabbit. Oh, am I allowed to say that on air? Are we allowing curse words?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it. Eventually, I'll put a
little bleep over it.
No, I'm just gonna put it on the warning signs. It'll say we are jackasses. Don't listen to us.
Perfect.
So I think I'm all excited with myself. I'm killing a few things. My plans, we just realized, are just shot to all holy hell in a second. I'm still trying to clear a path as if it would matter.
Oh, you know that solo that's stopping you?
Yeah.
He's free. Just wanted to say that.
So I'm reading cards, making sure I understand the exact wording. So I was debating on putting the small phantasm in, then I'm like, nah, it'd just be in the way.
Yeah.
Right now I'm chewing on my tape measure. It's delicious.
Okay, very soon now things are going to go very wrong for me. As my errors are fully realized.
So yeah, we're getting a little bit of charges with the dread rots. They're actually hitting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually hitting.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just there to die.
You know, one thing that's irked me about dread rots is they're POW 10 weapon masters that are, 12 points? That's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you tempted to run,
No.
5 units of them?
Never.
You've never been tempted?
No. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna play Banes. I'll go back to Crix.
Yeah, but Banes are twice as expensive.
I enjoy them more.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of value in that. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of fun ones, fun ideas for lists, but that one's never really stuck out in my head as a fun one for Grymkin.
Yeah.
What did I do here? I ran something for it. Is that the Cage Rager going crazy sauce?
Oh, no, it's the Skin and Moans is going up and he trampled forward. He had to cast 1 for Bushwhack to get Pathfinder. So he has 2 hits to put into Griffin, and he mostly kills it but doesn't quite finish it. And right now I'm a happy camper because Manticore can go in on that Skin and Moans, and I can get a good peace trade for half a Griffin. So that looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. Here's where things go really bad. Skin and Moans goes in and kills a Manticore.
Okay, he doesn't just kill it. He stomps it.
Manifest Destiny and POW 19 is pretty good, I hear. When you're, an 8 armor 18 heavy. When you're a paper jack. So yeah, now I'm in a weird conundrum spot where I'm not as happy as I thought I was, because I basically have 2 ways of killing heavies, Thryon and the Manticore. Unfortunately, I don't have the Arcanus I have to put concentrate power on that Manticore. So Thryon will not be able to hand out enough focus to the Manticore for him to kill a Skin and Moans and for the Manticore to kill a Skin and Moans. And then there's a Cage Rager that's in between the two that will kill Thryon if I use Thryon. So I have to set myself up to pull one of them with as little retaliation as possible. Moving up that death nail to be even more annoying, because armor 21 is really, really good.
So I'm going to point out the Phantasm. Again, I put another one out. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah,
through the big guy. Yeah, I think that's what, I don't want to say tilted you, but you definitely started retreating a little harder after they started popping out.
So, I'll explain. We can call it tilting. The large Phantasm that replaced the Manticore. When I kill it, everything within 8 inches loses its upkeeps. And I have 3 amazing upkeeps that are all way more focused than I can afford. Speed of Death on Alara, which is a 3 cost and she has 4 focus, so that's not coming back up. Storm Rager, which is a 3 cost, and I have 3 focus on me, so that's not going back up if it goes down. And then a Sail on the Manticore, so I would be losing my crap if I killed that thing. And it's on the flag, so I'm not going to be able to score that flag. because it's there. And it's also a problem because it can easily get behind Thryon if I leave it alone and bulldoze him out. So I got to find some way to get Thryon out of there or kill it and not lose my upkeeps. And what ends up happening is Thryon backs up, which I really don't want to do, but he's kind of, I feel like I've got to, so he doesn't get bulldozed into Skin and Bones. And Manticore is going to end up going in on that Skin and Bones on the left. And I'll talk a little bit more about the dice math on that when it starts happening, but it's not as favorable as I thought. Because armor 21 is really, really good, and defense 13. Yep, infiltrators are killing the Krabbit. Do you pop Labyrinth when I kill that Krabbit?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, because that slows you down with trying to charge your Manticore at the top.
Yep,
up
and it's board
into
wide.
anything. Yep.
Manticore has a sail. Also, Arcanus just walked up and put concentrated power onto him. This Griffin is scooting around, and I'm going to try and kill that thingamajigger because I did not put Storm Rager up. I didn't upkeep it because the plan is to put it up after I kill the bulldoze thing.
The large phantasm.
But Griffin is a POW 13, and you're an 18 and in range of the Death Knell, so you're an armor 20. I'm unlikely to kill with Griffin and only one focus.
But you sure try.
I try. I do 1 damage, I think.
Yep.
And Thryon backs up. He pops feet because if Manticore misses 1 attack, Skin and Bones lives, and a living Skin and Bones is a dead Thryon.
So, is it right here that you start trying to... No, you just place him. You realize that you can't get where you need to because of the -2 speed.
Well,
Oh no, you're punching the Skin and Bones, I think.
He got there. He had a sail so he could charge for free, and I had feet up so I can hit him with 3 dice. And it was a really necessary piece trade for me. I intended to use feet either for assassination or removing the Skin and Bones with that, so it fits into what I wanted there. So I was dice -1 with 4 attacks. I should have averaged 24 damage, and that is not how much health Skin and Bones have. It's a lot more than that. I dice spiked, and I got lucky, and I did not realize it was that bad. So this game could have gone a lot differently if I hadn't dice spiked there. I think I had like a 6-4 and like a 5-4 for 2 of my rolls, and that made the difference that I needed. Yeah, I don't even know if you noticed that, but as soon as I started seeing the math on it, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to kill him. This is going to be really, really bad. The Skin and Bones sitting right next to Thryon, who just dumped his whole camp on Storm Rager.
No, I didn't put 1 and 1 together on that one.
Yeah.
I was still thinking,
And,
I'm looking at the clock. I'm way above the clock. I'm just going to hold out now.
Yeah, there was about an 8-minute difference, which is very significant. If you ever look at the clock and it's getting down towards the end and you're 8 minutes up, you're in a very good spot. Don't feel any pressure, just kind of chillax like you did. You played that perfectly and just kind of let it grind out.
So I was a little shocked here with your clock being as low as it was, how you still went through and kept trying to kill off all the...
My thoughts were, if I can clear that zone, I can start scoring over there and force you to either have to put the Death Knell over there or the Skin and Bones over there. The problem was Gremlin Swarm, and I had no way to give it magic weapons without Spell Piercer or the other thing, because Thyron's getting bullied to the other side of the board, so I can't get rid of the Gremlin Swarm that's over there.
It was the Gremlin Swarm, and then I knew I had to kill one of them to get that small phantasm in there.
Yeah.
And then I'm still contesting and just being a pain in the butt.
Because right now, I would really like a scenario victory. I'm scoring in that left stone. I was scoring on the flag before the big phantasm showed up. I think it was 3-1 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dreamer's been too far back. I haven't had a chance for assassination. Eris hasn't had a chance to shoot her because you've always had a Krabbit nearby. Well played. I wanted to.
Sheer dumb luck.
I really wanted to.
So, right now I'm trying to figure out what my real threats are going to be and how this is going to plan out. So I decide I'm going to trample, or no, I put enrage from Lady Rose on my Cage Rager.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized Cage Rager, he looks pretty pissed off, but he's just barely going to be able to reach these guys. Hey, wait. I have a phantasm that can bulldoze. So that's the thing.
So yeah, Cage Rager's in the forest, and he can't go very far at speed 4 or 5 or
4.
Yeah. So yeah, and 1 inch reach. So yeah, the phantasm being annoying.
So first off, I decide I got to do something because do you have me engaged yet? No, my caster's still free to go.
No, I haven't done that Narn thing yet.
Okay, so
Or maybe I have.
no, I don't see him there.
Maybe you already killed
there
him.
he is. He's right there.
Okay, yeah.
So we're talking about how I have Gunfighter, and I'm just going to turn you stationary. Once you're stationary...
We never explained what Narn is there and what his presence means. I charged Glimmerimp with Narn. I killed it, or maybe it was a Crabbit. It was something small and insignificant. No, I think it was your little freaking phantasm, your small base phantasms. Worthless free thing you made. Free. Those words again.
Free.
And then he sprinted off of that to Dreamer. And the idea is that I can put... Narn has Silencer on his swords. And if I put him in melee with Dreamer, she will take a free strike if she tries to go anywhere to cast a spell. And the idea is that I can hopefully lock her there or create some issues or maybe pull something back off the front to go get him. Like, I'm just a little bit out of range of the Rattler. But there's a Crabbit there, and I don't take those little bunnies seriously enough. They are annoying because they can boost and hop into your back arc. And I think that about sums up Narn's fate.
So what's happening here is your brother's tire's flat outside, so I just happen to have a set of tires on rims, and I'm going out there to give them to him.
Yeah.
So I thought I edited better. My bad.
Well, yeah. We had another thing that we edited out, and we forgot about this one. We thought they were all just one big thing to edit out.
So, yeah, just keep listening to me how awesome I am.
Yeah, makes sense why this is a longer video, though, now.
Yeah. Yeah, I just felt like you kept your caster back way too much in this entire game.
Well, yeah,
it's probably for the best because I'm an assassination freak. But
it's also out of respect when you start talking about that assassination, and I saw the keys that went into it. It made a lot of sense to me how you could do it. Thyron's a pretty survivable dude, but because you have access to Wraithbane and because of Manifest Destiny, I am unlikely to get a key riposte, and I'm also unlikely to survive even if I have 2 or 3 focus on me. You'll pretty much be straight dice after my shaves because of Enrage, and that'll be a very, very, very bad place for Thyron.
So what happened there is the Dreamer shoots whoever she's engaged with. Can't remember his name. Narn. He's stationary, and now I arc through my Cage Rager to your Griffin, and of course I can't remember any names. What's the name of that thing?
The Griffin?
No, the spell I did. If you damage you, I get a TK you 3 inches.
Abyssal Gate, yeah.
Abyssal Gate.
Yep.
So, well, it's a place, so of course he's going to be backwards. Well,
there's a medium phantasm.
Yay! Cage Rager loves life.
Freaking phantasms. Yeah. So, that medium phantasm, what does it do? It does annoyance?
Annoyance, and he's an arc node.
He's an arc node. So, yeah, that's pretty good. The other thing is, it gets in the way, which is the most annoying thing, because that Mana Core has a free charge it wants to use. And I believe where you place him at the end of your turn here does not allow me to use my free charge.
Oh, yeah, the bunny came up and did bunny things and ate another person.
Yep.
Again, I can't remember the person's name.
Narn. Yeah, he was stationary, so now he's,
Now he's really stationary.
Bunny likes it cold, I guess. No hot meal.
So I decide I'm going to push another Griffin closer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the large phantasm just goes ahead and scoots him on up. That way I don't have to worry about moving. So that way the Skin and Moans there can pretty much just...
Handles the Griffin, handles Alara, handles 2 infiltrators.
Yeah, and...
Just handles business.
Life. Yeah.
Like, it's a good beast.
He wasn't even tired. He still had more to go.
Yep.
One-shotted Alara?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a 3 camp on her. I should have bought and boosted another attack into Skin and Moans. Not that it would have done anything, maybe 1 or 2 damage, if anything, but...
I don't even think he took any damage yet. No, he took like
he
1 or 2.
Took 3 from Alara. I put 2 hits into him. But, yeah.
But yeah, we're realizing that, and that's dead.
And that's dead.
And that's dead.
And more's dead.
Oh, look, I'm going to pop out a little guy.
Yep. He's back.
Yep. So at this point, I realize I can control this zone. I can stop you from scoring.
Yep.
So...
And good job for that. Good job for that.
I'm not too worried about you scoring over there anymore. The flag on my side, you're not going to get close enough. I'm just going to keep destroying whatever you put near it. So you can stop me from scoring, but you're not going to score on it. And I'm stopping you from the other flag, from your flag.
Yeah.
So points-wise, at this point, I know all I got to do is just run that clock out.
So, this is the indication. If we froze the frame right here and went back to my first turn deployment where I was on that 50-yard line of the entire map threatening all the zones, and we come back to here, you know I colossally screwed up because he is now controlling all the zones. And I had the threat ranges and already had the middle of the zones. That is a good sign of some screw-ups. And losing Manicore was a screw-up, overcommitting infiltrators to the right zone. Yeah. Killing that Rattler was not worth it. I should have just stuck all the infiltrators back there, and as the game came on, they would have gone out and done stuff. I just wanted to spread the board too much, and it was a mistake. I'm low on clock, so I'm moving things around. Manicore failed to kill the Cage Rager because he could not charge with a sail due to the little pumpkin dude, the medium phantasm, blocking his charge lanes and his landing spots. So I walked up there and I beat on it a little bit, but didn't kill it because it's armor 21 and I am POW 20. And I think I had either 3 or 4 attacks, depending on how much focus I gave it. But either way, it wasn't enough to kill it. Thryon can't get there either because I believe... Yeah, I just didn't have the threat range to get there physically with the 2-inch reach. I'm blocking the screen because I'm moving infiltrators really quickly. Sorry about that.
Dude, he was a madman. He was throwing people around.
I was at 6 minutes.
Anything.
I was at 6 minutes. I was just rolling dice as fast as I could. And...
yeah, I think you're at 6, and I'm at like 17.
Yeah, it was a good lead.
But you know what? You're getting stuff done. You were killing a few things. Definitely making it to where I had to leave that Gremlin Swarm way the hell back there.
And what was happening over there also is the Mage Hunter Strike Force walked up, and the idea was that if 3 or 4 of them could shoot down the Crabbit, Eris could then shoot the Dreamer and take away her spells. Or take away her Fury and her upkeeps, which I guess don't even really come into play here. I don't know why I wanted to shoot her so badly. It wouldn't have led to an assassination. I thought it was the Eris that took away her Fury for the next turn. I don't know why I was thinking that. I've been playing this Eris for so long. Don't know why I got those confused.
So I heal the Cage Rager. I enrage him. So, yeah.
He kills Manicore.
He kills him.
Manifest Destiny and Enrage. It's good.
Yeah, he was a win.
Tit for tat, my heavies are not trading for his heavies, even when I get to go into them under ideal circumstances. The Death Knell is what swings that. They're loaded on corpses for the armor, and they've got the Death Knell. I don't think I could do anything about the Death Knell in this matchup to change that. Not losing the Manicore was a big deal, though.
So right here we're talking about how I'm just going to start pushing more people around because I'm a jerk. Mm-hmm. The Skin and Bones decided to go backwards and start eating more people.
Yep.
Did we even swing for it, or I just put them back there for the fun of it?
You just put them back there to tie everything up, and there's nothing I can do about them. I can't score in that zone.
In case you want to turn around and shoot somebody.
Yeah.
And
Death Knell stomps a few people, I think.
Oh yeah, he smacked somebody.
Yeah, he
smacked
smacked somebody. Dreamer scoots to somewhere safe. Oh, Thryon went in and he's killing a cage rager.
It took everything you had. And
I had 2 focus left. It was just taking a lot more than I wanted to.
I don't even think you killed him, did you?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, that's right. With 1 box left, and you end up doing it.
Yeah. At this point, I think I'm on 45 seconds of clock, and I don't see any way I can win. The score is I'm 3, he's 2.
Yeah, so the
I
Dreamer
have nowhere I can really score. Yeah, the Dreamer's way safe out of assassination range. There's a Rattler over there. I can't get to the Skin and Moans. I can't score any zones as long as that incorporeal Gremlin Swarm is there and the Skin and Moans is there. He's scoring on his flag. And I'm out of time.
Good game.
Yeah. Yeah, you played very well.
So did you, man.
That was a fun game.
I was pretty sketched out for a while.
I think the only thing that I sketched you out with was getting to that middle of the board so fast at the very beginning. But that's a red thing.
You think I'd be used to it now? Dirty red. So, afterthoughts. Basically, if you could have got up and, just like you said, brought your guys right in the middle, I don't think I would have had a chance. If you sat there and just kept whittling away on the death nil, I would have just crumbled. Not be able to get the corpses passed out as well. You had a lot of good things going. I just lucked out.
I don't think I've played you enough.